in healthcare since penicillin, and penicillin came out in 1928. Dr. William Kelly, author of Cancer Cure. These are the two ends of the spectrum of our machine. You have your I just thought you could probably see more if I did this way. Does that work better for you? Okay, the two ends of the spectrum. This is our Sonus, our travel unit. You can get that for about $14 a month, all the way up to the Super 501, which is really for hospitals and restaurants. I don't recommend that to anybody to put that in their home. That's really for restaurants, but the high end is $65 a month. This is our flagship products. You got the black and white one, which is $47 a month, and you got your $44 a month, and you got your platinum you can get for $47 a month. And they have a 15 to 20 year lifespan. So, what do I mean by that? Well, once a year they recommend you send this machine back to the company and have it deep cleaned for $35. Somewhere between year 15 and year 20, they're going to say to you, you need a new transformer, you need new hoses, you need new wires inside, you need new LED lights. For $600, they basically rebuild the machine for you. There's 7 platinum-coated titanium plates in the back here, and there's a filter up front. The filter we change once a year for $100. The 7 platinum-coated titanium plates never go. That's a lifetime. You could pass that on to your kids. So 15 to 20 years the way it is, you figure it out, it costs less than $1 a day if you really figure out the full cost over that period. Now, there's 7 different waters that are made by this machine. Each one alone is worth the value of the machine. You got 2.5 strong acid water. All you simply do is come here. Strong acidic water, and you notice it's in red. That means you don't drink that water. Okay? Now, what do you use? What do you need strong acid water? I was just showing everybody don't drink acid water, right? Well, this is 2.5, very strong acid water. It was independently lab tested to kill every organism faster than bleach. Athlete's feet. That was something I also had. I had a mild case of athlete's feet that wouldn't go away for 5 years that I caught when I was in the shower in the Bahamas. Went to the dermatologist twice, $50 cream twice, went away for 2 weeks twice, came right back. I soaked my feet in this water for 5 minutes. I sprayed all my shoes, misted it with the water. It's never come back. Okay? Strep throat, spray the 2.5. Put it in the spray bottle, spray the back of your throat. Skin infections, intestinal disorders. There's some recipes you can drink, like 1 or 2 tablespoons of this if you got some serious intestinal disorders, bacterial infections, hepatitis, tuberculosis, typhoid fever, the virus that causes AIDS, food poisoning, salmonella, MRSA, E. coli, intracellular bacteria. Kills it in 60 seconds or less. Candida albicans, pneumonia, bathtub mold, the red color on plumbing fixtures, which is highly toxic to the human body. It'll kill it in 60 seconds or less. The second one you have is your beauty water. You just simply go here. Beauty water. Machine even talks to you. That machine's over a year old. The new machines speak 5 languages. You just tell them which language you want. Did yours come in with the 5 languages, right? So, this is beauty water. Now, if you see me coming down, driving the highway doing this, feels good. It's to tighten up your skin. Also makes you feel good. It keeps me awake on the way home. Got to keep this with me. Now,
because we're going to be using it.
Yeah, we'll be using that. Now, what I want to do, and I do that so that you know it's harmless. I spray my face. I'm going to spray your one hand, okay? I'll let Sosina do this, okay? Spray your one hand. Let it dry naturally. When it's dried, you feel the top of the other hand, and then you feel this hand. You make this free. I make it fresh every day. They say it'll last from a day to a week. I make it fresh every day. But this is toner water. You make it for free. So, I'll spray you one hand, Bill. So I'll do yours, so you know, soak it nice, and you can do the rest. Okay, and I'll keep on talking while Sosina does that. So you got beauty water out of the machine. Now, this beauty water is also used for, it's your new Windex. It'll clean mirrors, glass, your computer screens, your TV screens. You use this for everything. Your eyeglasses has many uses, the 6.0, okay? You clean your floors with it as well. Doesn't hurt anything, it's harmless, okay? 7.0. If you notice when I push the 7.0, clean water, it's the first button that's green. This is drinking water, but it's really no different than bottled water. It goes through the filter, but it does not go over the 7 platinum-coated titanium plates. And Bill, I don't know if I told you this already, but just in case, is when you take medication, if it is time released, it may work faster. You see how fast we made the green tea? So, 30 minutes before your medication, with your medication, 30 minutes after your medication, especially if it's time released, just drink the 7.0 water. 30 minutes later, you go back to drinking your Kangen water. Now, you've got 8.5, 9.0, 9.5. You start off on 8.5, maybe the first 5 to 7 days. Why? It's going to clean all the poisons out of your body. Detox. And just so we want it to be slow and gentle and you don't have any discomfort, we go with the 8.5, okay? After 5 to 7 days, whoops, you go to, was my mistake, you go to the, get that off there, 9.0. Do that for 5 to 7 days, see how you're feeling. If you feel you're detoxing, you could go 2 weeks with it. But usually most people 5 to 7 days. And then go to 9.5. 9.5 is the high test. And that'll give you more energy than you can imagine because of the oxygen that gets in your brain, okay? And it'll clean you out. Now, if you go right to 9.5, this is very important. If you go right to 9.5, and most men do, don't listen to me. Everything is leaving the building. Except for you. You'll still be in the bathroom. Okay? It will clean you out. But you will not have constipation problems with this water. Okay? We're going to get a pin made up. I'm a regular guy now. Definitely keeps you regular. Okay? Now, also because the water goes down so smooth, you can't stop drinking this water. Did you notice that? You just keep on drinking and drinking. And to the point where you become like a, like a foreigner. Like a European. Because you're European a lot when you drink this water. So now the new pin's going to be I'm a regular European, okay? Supposed to kind of get them to laugh a little bit, right? They're looking at me so serious. Okay, so, it's a corny joke, right? A doctor told me that joke, so I just pass it along and blame him if nobody laughs. Now, the 11.5, this is very interesting what I'm going to show you now. And to me, if this machine doesn't show that it's worth it with 11.5 alone, there's not much else I can tell you. 11.5 is the strong alkaline water. When you push the bottom button with the 2.5, both of these hoses, there's a hose on the bottom, both of these hoses equal 14. So if 2.5 comes out of the bottom, 11.5 comes out of the top hose, okay? So I catch them both at the same time. I catch the 11.5 here, and I put a container underneath and catch the 2.5. So, because I use them both. So, here's what we want to talk about with the 11.5. For some reason it jumped, okay? It's to clean off the poisonous chemicals on our fruits and vegetables. Just one example, and you can Google this, is an herbicide called atrazine. Atrazine is used on 80% of the crops in the United States, 80 million pounds a year, and is used 100% of the time on crops outside the United States. A New York Times investigation found that atrazine levels in our water supplies have increased dramatically. It is also in our rainwater. That means it also rains on organic fruits and vegetables, so you can't get away from this. Okay? You can't get away from it. Atrazine is an endocrine disruptor chemical that causes all kinds of health problems, including immune system failures, birth defects, breast and prostate